Oh god, it's muted. You know what's weird? They never tell you in reality that the. Why do I sound default? Really? Really? That's strange. That is strange, isn't it? I wonder if that actually fucked it up. Could have been when my sound was ass for like days. You know what? Something may have actually screwed up in my sound when they updated OBS. So when did my OBS default, I wonder? Ooh, who knows? And apparently there's a guy in trade chat saying that actually he can control elements now. Blacksmithing. Oh, trust me, if he can, I would be utterly, utterly shocked at this rate. Like, if he can control the elements of blacksmithing, can you imagine? Literally imagine. Like, if that's the most interesting kept secret that I have ever seen, right? Like, I personally never feel that's possible, but one can dream. I mean, to be honest, most exploits are actually discovered by accident. That's actually how it works. Uh, it's like I should have a boost. What the hell happened to active? Yes, left right balance. Sure. Tracks -30. On boost. Filters. There's no filter to it. Yeah, no. I wonder. Again? Again. Again? Eh. I don't know. Does that work? No. I'm going to have to play with it because it took my. I think it took my boost filter. And it took my other one now, didn't it? It took my gain. That. I actually had a gain filter. That is insane. Thank you. Fucking Okay, you know what? That may have been broken for a while, in fact. You're talking with a boost and filter. It's a gain. Everything else. Boost. Limiter. It's even limiter. Your output should be that. Even by default, right? Yeah, even by default. So. What is it, by default standards? Sometimes I swear OBS just a massive troll. Half of it is that source. It says it's supposed to come in from the other one. Let me see. It does come in from there. That's where it's supposed to come in. It doesn't come in from the audio. So unless it literally broke the audio, only thing I can. Uh, there we are. Back to home, sweet humble hell. Apparently, my old sound bit fucked for days. It's only to adjust the output sound again. Why? Because the gain's gonna blow up everything. See, there we are. Now I know I had that down to like nothing. Because if you don't, it's gonna be the loudest game in the world. Now, apparently. So, as I said, it's Mother's Blessing, as well as the other one. Now, in reality, I needed a healthy skin. Yeah. I'm doing something to the point it's sheer insanity. Um. Look, there was a period. Now, Indra's is a very similar build to. I would say Indra's is a similar to the other one. Now, the only difference between Indra's and that is Bone Spear. Now, see, the thing about Kissime's is I kinda knew about both. Like, Indira's is been running hand in hand. Now, the problem is it did. Bone Spear got a boost, so both. Now, I'd be curious. I have to look at that tree. Did they give them a. The thing is, if you give. So it's a very similar tree. It's not much different, I don't think. Now, by the way, I'll admit, this is my first season. I'm having a hard time hitting 70 resilience on all my shit. You know what's amazing, isn't it? That's the worst part, by the way. The only season I've ever had, I'm having a hard time actually hitting my thing. I think that's weird. I actually think it's super fucking weird. It's borderline obnoxious. Like, I think I have a feeling why. It's like, well, I don't think that helmet is open. That's kind of the thing. I also think it's bad rolls. Like, I am like minus and like it's so weird. Like even if I use Kissime's right, I I'm just not getting it. It's a strange thing. It is a very weird season. I tell you right now. Normally I am sitting comfortably at 70 plus on all my resiliences. I it's a strange experience for once. I mean, and it's nothing about, that has nothing to do with how I redid my board. Nothing. I have every resistance node known to man. I've done no different than I have done in any prior season. Literally, every single one. The only thing I'm thinking is it's just rolls. It's the only thing I'm figuring. That just has to be it. Because you see, I have every node that gives me intelligence. Either I have maxed it or I have done it where, and normally that's going to be made up in gear, but it's straight. I mean, just realized. Just realized. I wonder. Only makes it worse, doesn't it? When you start looking at it. I just realized something. I could save 3 points. Interesting. I could save 3 points. Yeah, I could save 3 points. Interesting. I just realized that. That's why I said when I was redoing some stuff, I didn't realize I could do that. As if I'm going to have to come down here anyways, that's going to have to hit that node to begin with. It's like I should always have extra. I mean, I'm at my point in my necro is like my point in my necro is quite literally I'm just finishing out the tree. Honestly, I don't think it matters at all. It's like 6-1, half a dozen the other. I mean, it just puts the perfection on it. But then again, I've been stuck in 60s far too long this season. Like, it took me forever to get to 70. Let's see, I gotta make my way over here. I got like, I got like one achievement left in. I got one achievement left in, well, right. I redo my tree, but I'm hoping that doesn't fuck up my shit more often. And it did. Let's put 20 down. Yeah. You know, any other fucking season, I never have this issue, I swear. That's the crazy part. I did something. I just don't know what I did. I think I did something, and I am not quite sure exactly what I did. Like, I know I didn't fuck up my pathing. It similar. I think I took every intel node I could find. And unless I did this when I was like really tired, fucked up some stuff. Can't take that one back. Why doesn't that work? Oh, yeah, so that's connected only by there. Yeah, so that would work. Because that takes off the tree. Okay. So I'm good on willpower. See, I'm really good on willpower and dex this season. Maybe change around a couple. I only knows. Care. They really spec into that. Like, they really actually did for once. I think I fucked my mapping up. I could just tell I did. See, doesn't it? See, that's what I. Am I short on? Poison shadow is good, but it doesn't like. Uh, that's what I think I did wrong. No, I did it. This is where I did it wrong. I fucked up a little bit in the mapping. What I did. Because I have the Intel Max regardless. 5, 10, lose it. 5, connect symbol there. Take that down. A total of 8. Do I still have to go down? Maybe. I have to still stay connected though. It's useless. Hold on. Need to hurry up points. And the moment I do that, I'm good. I can figure it. So, there. Good thing about my stuff, I don't need a lot of dexterity. Dexterity is built in, but it's largely willpower. So I'm gonna fix this. I mean, that's what? That's like 5? I mean, if that's 7, it's the only thing I can figure. Again, isn't that really 4? Because you're really going over 1? It's not really saving anything. I mean, it feels like it's saving, but at the same time, no. Well, 7 here. That's about what I'm thinking. 7 is here. If you're looking at it, 7 here, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. This. Good. Even over 4. Still looks like we could be about the fucking same now, isn't it? Either one. Save 1. Like, if it's Intel, really? So I did fuck up my mapping. This is why you don't do paragons either when you're super tired or not thinking. Ever. Because what looks good in theory. Like, have you ever tried to do paragons halfway tired or just off? Look, I hate doing paragons because shit like this happens. Quite literally. And I wonder how I make these mistakes. But it's also like, so what did I do wrong? Oh, I probably changed my pathing, is what I did wrong. I should always have extra points, no matter what, ever. Every time. So, like, in reality, I should always have that. See, I'm already at the point where, like, I should be over here. I mean, do I really need overpower damage? I mean, honestly, damage wolf fortified. I look, look. This is more the greedy part of the tree that it's good, but it's also. I mean, apparently, if they continue their war on overpower damage, I mean, I really see. I need all of these right here, which is overpower damage. That's cool. Like, this is just overpower damage if I need it. Oh yeah, apparently overpower damage is too much for people. So the devs themselves will say, "Why are we doing overpower damage?" I wonder why. And look, I found 4 fucking points. Amazing. Damage reduction. I mean, I'm probably gonna have to go over here. Fort's good. But leveling is so hard this season. This is such bullshit this season. Right here. I don't think it's ever taken me this long to do it. And I say this, and like, I've played all the seasons. Like, it's significantly slower than it was. I should be like 80 by now. 70 or 80, give or take. Go over Dex or do you go willpower? Your choice. I I mean, part of the phrase, nickling over small. There's no good ways. There's no good path through these boards. You're mangling your ways through. It's like here. So you're taking this one. You have to have Dex. That's the thing. If you don't have Dex, it's just not working. Like I could do that one and just solve that in a one. I mean either one, right? It's still way of three. There's no really ways to save it though. Quite honest. I mean it's roughly the same fucking way. I mean honestly the wise idea would be to do this. Like if you have more points from down into here, I mean it is the shortest path. Because this node is there. You can't go through this node. The only other way, normal, without having to invest there, would be invest there, go up one. Best one, go up here. You lose 5 intel. Still good. That requirement is met. But as I said, that's like part of the weirdest mapping ever. Because technically you're down one. Like you're just down one. So it's either made up there or it's made up there, either that way. I mean, you could easily just. And it makes more sense to do this. I mean, 5 intel or just max out to there. Just kind of. The last two things I gotta do on the season is I need to go into the Hell Tides, right? Like the Hell Tide one. See, if we're trying to intel max, that's the separate thing. I mean, Why did she do that anyways? I mean, it's really the same damn thing, isn't it? Because there's an intel and a dex right on that same path. But they're both there. And it's a closed off cluster fucking to begin with. You still wind up saving one. Unless you really need a shit ton of dex. Dex maxing. Unless you're gonna go dex maxing. So unless you're gonna go that way, I don't know what the point is. I still have three. I literally still have three. Hmm. Well, it's basically three. I mean, in reality, if I look, no, so you know the damage well fortified in the world now. There's not a choice. I mean, damage well fortified is about the biggest. If I don't have that, I'm kind of not dealing damage at all. So, that's still four down regardless. And that's dex and willpower. I know that makes a difference, though. Oh, this is based on intel. Like if I, it's very different if I was intel maxing. Ah, so that solves the damn intel issue. I've been trying to get that intel issue solved for a while. It's actually fucking. See, that's why I said take a break from the game. You come back, you find you need to. Fucked up. So the idea I have is you have to be really high intelligence regardless. Here. See, this bumps rare nodes, so you could probably ignore that. And still have your 3. What's funny is, yeah, it bumps all rare nodes. So, yeah, see, that one doesn't matter. See, like that's like a 1. Why did I do it? And see if this was. If I shoved magic nodes here, I have magic nodes where I need them. Anything that buffs magic nodes goes here. That's how I get a lot of my extra damage, believe it or not. A lot of my extra damage comes from bumping up magic nodes, which is strange, I know, to people. No one's ever really figured that out. Use the ones that bump magic nodes. Like, magic nodes, necros are blessed with a lot of them. So, that's how we get our extra damage. I mean, yeah, you have Blood Drinker, you have your other stuff, but in a way, I get extra stats the whole way. Now that shit's fixed. That's been bothering me a while. I mean, if there was magic notes, prime example here, I would take all of these. Now, I will say, damage wall fortified would be very good to have maxed. You know, look, I don't know, full damage. It's either full damage or here. You know, it's like amplified. Yeah. No, if I had another look, if I could get 5 magic ones, oh no, like you'd be talking. If I could get 5 that buffed magic, you would not ever have issues. Fortunately, those things don't exist. The only other is either rare or buff the normal. So, which would be like Eliminator, which is entirely a separate. So, doesn't hurt me though. I mean, willpower being lesser. Willpower, yeah. But I have to have a shit ton of intelligence. If I don't, it just never works. That's the thing about necros. Necros have this problem. And they want to go after overpower builds because they can't balance the game and then they don't understand why we actually do this. This would be probably like this is in-game tradition. Like right here. Just these nodes. I mean, DR is what helps when you're doing stuff. But like if I increase my overpower damage. But as I said, this is the first season I've had a Harley Quinn's. So take it for what it's worth. And it's really without Harley Quinn's, I've been feeling naked all season. It's horrible. It is literally horrible. My build feels so off for being without Harley Quinn's or other builds. Because I'm so used to the free damage from Harley Quinn's. I mean, I get why people are doing Anduriel, but man, it is a different life. Anduriel is just Anduriels are not. It's a helmet that's good, but it is also a helmet that is just not great. Now, I will say that because this is what those tricks. That's why I said builds are different from season to season. So, as I said, when I put this together, I apparently did not tweak the right stat. Look, I'm not going to be alone. Damn. I'll pop on for fucking world boss. Yeah. Yeah. Now, people would ask, why don't you? I mean, look, I found it was a lot easier to, you know what? Get fucking people who need caches come do this shit. Yeah. This is how you get more people to play these. Everybody else normally doesn't give a fuck about this stuff. So it's either A, players, or B, bots. One of the two. No ifs, ands, or buts between. I mean, the bot market is still strong. Apparently, the gym market is still busted as fucking all get out. Are we shocked? No. It's like fucking hell. It's like everyone I see. It's like, oh, Trump and Elon are fighting. And I go, and what's new? What happens when you have two people with the world's biggest giant egos? They work together long enough to get along. Right up until they don't. Everyone's shocked that they don't get along. Ever. I could chill. I have not played this since I got my internet back to 2 gigabit. Now, I will say, it's not making a one bit of a fucking difference over here. By the way, I'd like you to know. At least I noticed having gigabit in Division 2. I dropped my stuff down for about that. Now, I still have an idea to do. I'm going to do the Zir sword with both Army of the Dead. Yes. So the devs. Here's the thing that the devs said, by the way. They don't want Cataclysm Druid to be a thing. But what do we see? Cataclysm Druid and Necros. Weird, huh? Yeah. So if... Yep. Strange, I tell people. They just never listen at all, ever. Look. If devs understood how to do their game, I would be direly shocked. The devs can't, so, okay. Fun fact. In reality, we are pushing out a lot of damage. Now, if, and I'm going to say this, use this as an example, right around here. If that is offensive to the devs, why? I have a floor of 8 to 10 seconds on a fucking server on my ultimate. You're going to complain about builds that my only fucking ability to do mass damage is every 8 seconds. Now, if you are an idiot, and most people who have not figured this, that the bots and NPCs that play this game for 5 minutes, and they never go to builds, because the build is being duplicated, they don't understand there is more to this than one would think. Okay, so you have to floor... The floor for Bloodwave is 8 seconds to 10 seconds, alright? And it does not start until That animation is done. Now, that is the only way to fix snapcasting, which is weird. It is the only way for them to stop snapcasting. Now, do you risk putting druids back into the corner of they suck again? Sorks, what? Their ultimates don't go off? Right. I think I have every bit of cooldown milk. Every bit of it. And I am still at 8 seconds. Really. Really. Necros are the problem. Yeah, explain this to me. Necros are the problem, according to... Uh-huh. Right. I mean, if they knew the gear and the amount of time to play to actually have to get this down to, like, a manageable... Devs don't play their own game. Like, you either have to get lucky with the kissimes, first off. Second off, you have to get cooldown reduction all over the place. Now, in reality, it'd be a flat 8 seconds if I had cooldown reduction on my amulet. But I am not taking off my Ebon Piercer over people's dead body. My Ebon Piercer is my favorite item. And no offense, it's good for the build. It also gives me something to do. 8 seconds means jack squat shit when I don't have nothing to do for... When I don't have anything that does damage for 8. I am not going to... Trust me, I have done both forms of this necro. I have done the one that is 100% blood wave, which you're just pooping them out every 8 seconds. Period. Flat. And then I have just settled with this one. I settle with my cooldowns being 10 seconds, alright? Fine. But you have to be smarter with the... You have to be smarter with how you fire them off. Now, they say Soul Rift is an issue. Apparently, that is the rumor is. So apparently, look, I've known Soul Rift. It's not problematic, but Soul Rift is good, but Soul Rift doesn't do damage. They increase the damage or one of the effects on Soul Rift. In reality, Necros only have 2. That's it. Really, there was only 1 for the longest time. Soul Rift, they go, oh, it gives a barrier. No fucking shit. And I say this as a person who plays this game, like, greater, like, than most in a season. Like, I'll stat max the fuck out of everything I have. If you can watch me play Division, you can watch me play the games I play. I stat boost everything to the moon. Okay? Bear in mind, damage is my first priority. But survivability comes a close second at times. My armor has to hit 1,000. Alright? If it doesn't hit 1,000, I'm barely hitting 1,000 now. I'm at the floor for it. My character, just to give an idea, I'm not shitting you.
is 145 hours this season. 145. Let me put this in terms if devs don't understand. 150 hours on last season. Okay? 150 hours last season. These were all legendary. To give you an idea. These were all legendaries in 60s, and I was on my way to basically have all of these done at like most were average 60 or 70, and I was just going through maxing these damn things. I had already replaced my gear and increased my damage more fold. $145, and I have barely cracked what I have now. They added about 30 to 40 hours of gameplay. My friend that has been playing his barbarians at 200 hours. On his. They've added a grand total of about 40 hours of gameplay for all. Maybe 50. Just for power bombs. If nerfing the players is what they're seeking, they've done it. But it's not a good feeling. Tier 4 outside of events is a ghost town. Like, here's a 291. He's a necro. Private. Right. Really? Dude's cheating or a bot. I don't know why. I don't know why you're gonna set your shit to private. It's either duped gear or the person's trying to hide, but that's a necro. It's hard to tell, really, and I can guarantee you it's either kissime necro, right, or it's Indira. Now, let's take a look. This is a sork, right? This is a sork. Ball lightning or lightning spear sork. Alright. 2, 1. Okay. Probably fresh up here, right? Multipliers out of the ass. Can I just say this, right? This is what they do. And Blizzard hates this. So every time you see a sork, and I'm going to say this as an example, anytime you see a sork, this is what they look like. They ramp their damage up, and then it just looks like pure bullet hell. Crazy, isn't it? I've just gotten to the point I play this game, I can literally look at a person's build and just tell what they're running just by how they play. It's strange how that actually works, but I mean, it works. It's the nature of the game. You learn to just crunch numbers all day. Really? Wow, someone's flexing the fuck. Wow. Oh, good Christ, God on a stick. Someone won the fucking lottery. And I find that to be interesting. Someone won a fucking lottery. Someone did. Went to zero stand for like 5 seconds. Capping overpower damage is the only way most of us can only even do anything nowadays. They don't realize that. Look, if they do another like 25% damage increase, I mean, increase in armor, oh yeah, you're gonna like. You can't hit multipliers on players and it not be a thing. No offense. And that's their plan. They've been hitting our multipliers all the time. Necros are one of the few. It's really hard. Like with Shadow, yeah, I should be pumping out like look, realistically, if the biggest sin that players commit is clearing content too quickly, then it's stupid. I mean, look, when the devs fear apathy, right? You have one or two things that happen. If you have players that have sheer Stockholm syndrome, right? Give or take, that's what we do. If it's just sheer Stockholm syndrome, yeah. Look, I've already seen the copium restart about the Destiny people. They've been having a hard time finding their. I've already seen Bife hype up the next expansion or whatever they're doing. I'm gonna give them about 3 weeks ish before they go back to the copium, the cocaine rush that they have been living on for the longest time. Literally, I have to. Okay, there's something I have to do that I haven't had to do in a while. I have to run over my own blood bubbles now. That's pathetically terribly bad. That's how the only way I'm creating more massive damage. Like, if I don't do that constant, like, pick up my own skills that create blood bubbles constantly, I don't have power. In any other season, that's just extra caveat. But to this point, the stuff you have to do to make a build like this work, to the level that I play in the pits, you have to clear. Like, I don't even have the urge to clear pit 100 this season. You would think I've already done it by now. The highest pit my friend's been able to clear is 93. And he's playing the top barbarian. And if you think I stat max, and you have never seen him, for the record. Like, do you think I stat max? So yeah, I want to make a build around this then. But then again, I already know Indidra's. See, here's the thing. Indira was always going to be second to kissime. Now, not to say that the... Right now, I'm just cash farming for a second. I can get into the swing of things. It's a gift to the tree, so why not take advantage of the tree for a second? Plus, I gotta refill my shards, so give or take. There's only 2 ways to get gem shards. Literally, I just sold, what was it, 4 prior to I started streaming? 4 things for, bro, 15 billion, dude. What the fuck? That's how bad the top end of the game is. If the top end of the game is the farmers make billions, you get something. I mean, people are having to buy gold for gems, man. That shit's bad. Like, that gem economy, it has to be the world's worst gem economy I've ever seen. Because if the gem economy, right? Do you want to know how bad? If you want to know how bad the gem economy is, the end gamers are having. Well, okay, twofold. There's actually like another glitch. Like I asked my friend about this, and it's so many people doing it. But they're basically okay. They're reduplicating runes. So part of the reason the rune economy apparently is stupid, that's because people are taking advantage of killing characters, leveling them, and then basically doing the resplendent sparks. So the rune economy's a little fucked. Because the only way. Now, is that a very good thing? Probably not. A lot of it's causing a gym rush. As well. You literally created a whole economy issue that we never had to deal with. Now, my builds, I really don't honestly give a fuck. Look, is it nice to have... Look, I've had to struggle on not having 3 GAs and that all season. I mean, hell, I haven't barely. Mythic-wise, I not even gotten a Harley Quinn. I mean, did I get materials and Endurial? Yeah, I got the best helmet in the game in theory. Don't get me wrong, I actually did get that. My first mythic. I have Ethereals, which is probably a close second, which I had to actually use to fucking beat Anduriel. Me and my friend had to ask him, like, go suffer and try it. It's bullshit. And you can't get nuked in the process. If you're not alive by the end, okay? If you're not alive by the absolute end of the stuff, you don't get credit. Like, I'm 1 achievement off from Destroyer. 1. I mean, I have 1 or 2. But both, I think the DZ, I call it DZ, but the Helltide one is bugged. I really swear. Like, again, as I said, I don't know. My thing is, what do I do with billions besides put it into something? But, I mean, I don't even know. Like, I could easily probably find a 4-star kissime at this rate. Yeah, the gem economy is absolutely retarded. Gems are 1 bill each. Just to give you an idea. That should not be a fucking thing. Farmers are like raking it in. It's like one of those seasons. As much as you think I like it, it's like that's pathetically bad. Like if you're having literally, it's kind of like what New World had this issue. Like technically the PvPers that rely on the farmers to fucking live. So which is strange into itself. But it's not a good season, and it's a season where I think wholeheartedly like stuff is like apparently Haradrim is going to be Nightmare Dungeons next season apparently, and I'm like, if that's the path you're going for, okay, so be it. I mean, I'm not trying to get people like to do their thing, but it's definitely a weird one. But yeah, like a lot of this stuff, honestly. See, the thing about it, the Indira blood wave, which isn't that much different, is I just gotta get my bearings straight here a second. I can go around and focus. I mean, that's a minor respecking. My asshole. You ain't gonna live. Oh. Yeah, without that, we don't do damage. And look, I am the only person here. There is nobody else here. Any other given season, there'd be at least one or two other people here. Constantly. Now? Hmm. You're lucky if you have one other soul around. One. That's the worst part. Could honestly. You're lucky if you barely have just one person around with you. Though I don't know. Sometimes even the comfort of bots is sometimes beneficial in the game. Look, this is Senegar. Let's check this. Two people in Senegar. Oh, look, two more just show. Senegar is dead. Tier 4 is dead. Like, I can't explain this enough. Tier 4, dead. Doesn't make sense. Time it takes to level glyphs. All my glyphs are 80. Where are you off to? Easy. Good Lord, I'm just asking in case something happens. God forbid. Wow, was that was needed? That was needed. Oh Lord of mercy. Didn't it rain the other day? It's been humid. It just rained the other day. I thought it rained a lot the other day. Obviously.
I mean, huh. I wonder if that... Did that fuck up? Really? My audio got screwed up, didn't it? Thought here. No. Fine. Yes. Really? Be funny if that fucked up entirely. See, that could have been my problem. At least my audio's been like ass because somehow it changed, keeps mutilating my sources apparently. Because I don't technically my boost is higher because it needs to be. Well, ain't this fucking shit. Yes, 8 seconds. Oh, good. If I were a chip. Yeah, good. But so much shit in here. That's not good. Defaults a fucking source, doesn't it? Yes, this is fun, isn't it? Yeah, you know, look, I'm gonna say this. If ultimate damage was the fucking bane of existence, right? Tell that to people who only saving grace is having an ult that deals 1,000,000,000 damage every 8 seconds. And that is dodging everything underneath the sun. Right? Nah. There's 6 does from the other. And praying you don't get nuked in between. Right. Oh, and yes, you have to wait every 8 seconds, I swear. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. And it's the longest 8 seconds of your life for this build. Oh yeah, devs, don't play this game. No, look, if the devs played this game, you asked them to get a build that clears pit 100, I fucking guarantee they couldn't do it without editing items. You know that? They go, we did it, and then you gotta look at their build. Show us your build how you did it. We would find out they had dev room in items. I fucking guarantee you. All because apparently ultimate damage has to cap. Kissime's has to cap, which therefore should look. That extra 200% was just so we have something to do in the meantime. Other than that, we are not where we need to be for our stuff. I mean, if you want alternatives in builds, you have to give us that. This is going to be a bad run because they're all these things are not in one spot. Also, I have blood waves being eaten by walls, which apparently... Look, if we don't really stack like 80,000 different multipliers, we don't do damage. That's actually God honest fucking truth. Like this build, I've had to fine tune every single time they fuck with the game. 6-1, half a dozen the other. And what the hell is the deal with the ad layout in this place? The ad layout is so bad on this map. It's like an empty ass fucking map. They're all down one damn hallway. Really, what is that? Oh, it's too hard. Wow. We don't play this game for story. We play it for the power of fantasy, one can say. Look, 65. This thing should be dead right off. It should be one blood wave, and that thing should be dead. Right? No. Any other given season? No. Makes 0 sense. Honestly, if a build doesn't crack like 1,000,000,000 damage, or just some sort of stupid, absurd amount of damage, I don't look at it. That's what it's become. And I know it sounds weird, it sounds terrible. It literally just sounds like something terrible. Like, I had to fight to get my glyphs up here. Now, I've done it. I've had to fight to get my glyphs this high on this character. I have spent more time on this character. If you can go back and look at it here on my channel, I start this season, I play this game religiously for about 3 weeks. I had to take a break because I wasn't getting anywhere. I literally wasn't getting nowhere. Look, there's a rogue. Literally. What? Let's count the classes here. Sork? Yes, Sork, indeed. Look. Sork. Sork. There was a rogue. Yes. This is what we call a diverse metagame. A diverse metagame in tier 4. That's why I'm looking at it. I went to go play some other games for a bit. Just to do stuff. Yeah, kind of get the biodiversity in video games, so to speak. You have to go enjoy other games once in a while. Either that burns you out on the ideal one. It's like people. I'm often reminded why I dislike this stuff. Like, it's... Like, you think this is good, but it isn't. It's like... A biodiversity, or diversity of characters, right? They're not really... It's lying. They said every character can get to tier 4. That's a bold-faced lie. You might... Okay, my friend was telling me about a video he saw of a spirit board. He finally beat the game. He literally ends it with beating a dungeon and getting into tier 4. Saying he beat the game. On a spirit board. Not coming to tier 4. Having to get your paragons up to where you do it. You cannot have a game for both casuals and for... Look, this is Loot Simulator at the end of the day. I'm at the point I'm fighting over gear for 3, maybe 4%. Maybe. Is that crazy? You know how many items I have to go through to reach that? Just one little bit. The tiniest nugget of power that I can get. It's weird, isn't it? And they still claim we don't play enough. Either the devs do not understand their own math, which is entirely possible at this rate, which I have highly suspected for the longest time, is they don't know how. The devs, when you watch the devs play, they pop off, or the GMs, they pop off one skill, maybe two. They don't do a rotation. Is that crazy? Huh. Strange, isn't it? See, don't give players a power fantasy, and then a lot of the times it's like asking why something works. It's like past people are math autists, which believe their game is good and their game is actually trash. They just don't understand why. Ask anybody who plays an ARPG at some point how we stack stats all day. Give us a multiplier. Okay, so additives and multipliers. Simple. It's not hard. So if additives and multipliers are the name of the game, right? Additives and the multipliers. Additives add on to the damage. Multipliers multiply the damage. Now, if you have a class of people making a bunch of damage by simply doing a bunch or both, which we do quite frequently. Wow, it's a 3-star. It's a 2-star amulet. Interesting. Interesting. I saw a 3-star amulet in here somewhere. Maybe a 2-star. Good. I don't care. No. Now I will say for the whole like little part, if the big if. Granted, I mean, supposedly we'll see if they learn by next season. But I'm gonna tell you, if the answer is you think they're gonna learn by next season, they won't learn. They never will. Devs in this game, I swear, don't ever learn. Now, I mean, and look, I mean, stat maxing is a thing, okay? You gotta understand. Stat maxing is done. Why? Because you need to do it. If you don't do it, you're dead. Welcome. Anduriel shouldn't feel like the next level of actually hell, but it does. Anduriel is not fun. I'll be the first to admit it. Anduriel this season is so retarded that what cat is that? When did they add a really? Like, show us idea. Okay. That is a lot harder than you think to do. By the way. Right here? That is a lot harder to do than you think. Pinnacle power is a lot harder to achieve than you think. Just saying. It doesn't work. Again, I'm only slightly short on the season. Like, I have to hit one of these. Alright. I think actually I did these. I think it may have gave it to me, but I don't know if it did or not. I think it actually did. So, I have to nail one of these to actually get the stuff. Get that title. Yeah. Indeed, it is a fucking pain in the ass. Apparently, it gave it. I didn't think it gave it to me. But I gotta do Loot Master. Loot Master! No, kill it. With fire, for God's sakes. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Look, if somehow, in a normal world, that I can clear out this shit easily, yet I cannot, for the love of God, clear a pit. You think about that. No, it makes zero sense as a player. That is a vastly different in power rating. That's like when you see me play ZZZ. I clear story-based content like it's nothing. I mean, for the most part, I stat max. Like, that is my whole thing is stat. And then I take a stat. Okay, so if I just need to be 1,000 armor, I just need to have the rest in life. Yep. Where are you? I'm here, shitbag, which I know you're gonna spawn. Little friends, and they'll die too. Where he spawned. Really? Did he fucking run off? Really? That's funny. Honestly, I'm slightly borderline lazy. This class does make you tend to. This ability just is. Like, my Shadow Necro isn't that much different than this one in the reality of how it works. Very similar, just minus the whole sacrifice bonus. But yeah. I either have to hit Loot Master, which Loot Master is one of the, I think, hardest to hit, or I have to do the other one. See, if I could hit Pinnacle Power, I would be done. What do you mean, tier 1 or tier 4? Tier 1 or tier 4? That would be the question. This looks like it's... Looks like... Again, you usually tell by what people play as. Is it a barb or is it? Could be a necro, but it doesn't feel like the players in necro though. Nah, it looks like a barb. Too much. Could be wrong. I mean, barbs and necros have roughly about the same stance, unless you see it. But the way it's running, though, is... But the way stuff's running around is the key. I wait. Go either one. One half a dozen the other. To get the back of the swing of things. I did this the other day and I had to get like the other one. Yeah, Blizzard broke the economy. So Spiral Mornings for 50. A guy wants to buy 50 of them. And he's paying a billy. Jesus Christ. Uh, what the fuck's up with this economy? Like, I don't think physically I have ever seen a more broken economy in this game. And this has been bad over seasons. Like, Honestly, it's surprising I have been as broke as I have been all season. Really has been. I'm a consummate farmer. Like, 50? Like, that shit's like nothing. I still want to know what happened to my Helltide person. I think my Helltide person just fucking fucked off. He didn't appear, apparently. Ah, look, we got corpse explosion. There's your corpse explosion, Necro, just sitting there, just doing things. I mean, obviously. I live here for a bit. I think I have to try this. I think it's like 10 chests. I just need enough to... I need enough to open up all of these. Like, I want to say some are 75, others aren't. It's done, they're going to be 125. And more reappear. No, I mean, look, I'm not asking to open like that. See, that's the thing. You gotta do this yourself, and they all have to be in the same. There's only like 2 areas that can be done. So this one or the other one. So that's like I said. I used a lot of mine yesterday. I'm not getting a bunch. I'm not getting a lot of replacements. I don't have one. That's the thing. No one really has any. Hearts are when the heart. What's weird is hearts are hard to come by this season too. So it's like that's so weird. Like normally you think I'm gonna have to open the fuck off. Thank you. Off me, shits. Right. To open up 10 of these things in a single fucking setting. I'm gonna be honest. It's one of the hardest ones to do, and you gotta get it to count as well. For this to count, it has to be done in one damn fucking district half the time. If it's not done in one, it ain't getting done. And unfortunately, that's how it goes. If it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. And I don't. And it has to be done similar to this, and it has. I think there's only like, as I said, there's only like 2 this works out. It has to be a very large one that has a lot of chest spot. And there's only like about 2 in the game that it works at. Because Loot Master is one of the, I'll put the most problematic of the achievements in a season, believe it or not, because it has been broken ever since it came back. Every time they bring it back, it breaks again. And some people luckily get it, other people don't. More often than not, you have to physically cheese the damn shit. Like, okay, there's only 2 see, this district is large. So you have to open them all in the same one. I think there's like another one way down south to this. 4-star Kissimmee. Is it a good 4-star Kissimmee? I want to check. I might have a. Is that a good 4-star Kissimmee? 22. You know what's funny? I've never had a 4-star Kissimmee. Ever. Never. Now, the problem with usually 4-star Kissimmees are they are ass. Because the thing is, you can get a 4-star Kissimmee and it's not max. That's usually what happens. But that is like an 80%. That would actually be a godsend for me. See, there was a period I took off from playing this, so. And of course, really, Oliver. Nope, 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 nope. I'd have to ask, is I'm guessing he wants the 4 GA, or does he? I gotta check. I might actually have a good 3 GA of that. And yes, apparently LA is quiet and mostly peaceful, yet breaking cop cars. As predicted, quiet and mostly peaceful according to leftoids. And then the predictable people been coming out on Twitter, by the way. Oh dear God. Because I'm looking at it where they go, yeah, peaceful protests work. Here's the thing. The activists, like LA has been, don't you fucking dare, you pile of. Dude, I got disconnected. Like, I'm about to. 316742. 316792. Two. Really? I don't realize I had game capture on the entire time. Oh boy, that's bad. Servers have high server load. Go fucking figure. Look, Blizzard will never learn. Blizzard never learns. If Blizzard learned, I would be shocked. Your update means to sleep. Wake it up. Oh, yeah, of course. Literally. I swear. Of course. Like, why does this game break? I can imagine. Goes. Yeah, get a bunch of Chinese assholes or fucking bots running around the fucking server. Of course your server fucking utterly breaks. I wonder why. You have it as one of the better events in the fucking season. And it says I have fucking 21. Bullshit! Oh, you son of a bitch. If it killed me in decent. Resurrect. Oh, you. Oh, we're gonna have a conversation. It killed me when I fucking DC'd. Oh, you're gonna. Wheel. That is. Oh, that is not nice. It killed me when. Not only did I lose connection, I actually lost connection and died. You know, it killed me. Like, literally, the fucking game decided to DC me, and because of the way the servers work, you're still on the server, it disconnected me. Not only disconnected me, killed me. And so I lost half of my shit. Well, actually, I don't think I died, but it registered that I did not have my senders. Yes, you pile of shit game. You are very annoying. Yes. This is stupid. There's a Discord that I'm a part of, and I'm about to fucking murder it. And I have no idea. Like, I want to fucking kill this entire. Like, whatever this is, these people need to. Region lock China, Brazil. Isn't an impossibility. Can you region lock the fucking countries? Region lock them. It isn't impossible. know what? I'm about to say fuck this game. Really, I am. I said exit. How hard is it to exit the fucking game? Sorry. DC twice, and I have senders, and it won't exit. Well, I mean, you could always just take the fucking chink. Okay, so about 70-80% of the fucking Chinese players that you see on this game are bots. That is a proven fact. At least 60% of them half the fucking time. And right now, the servers are overloaded, and Blizzard has no concept that this is happening. The only time this ever happens is if I am away from it. I was near. Frustrating. And it literally just fucked up that entire achievement that I have to do. It's not bad enough that the fucking goddamn Chinese bot farmers have fucked over this economy all season. It's not that bad that you have them DDoSing the fucking server. So all that work I just goddamn did was for naught. Hold on. All that work that I did was for naught. Because it fucked up the instance. I am there's a place in hell for servers, and there's not enough time to go back and do it. There's not the place in there's I may actually not play this today because I'm annoyed. I got one achievement I want fucking done. I have a build I want to do, and I don't care. Actually, I'm beginning to want one more achievement, and I'm not touching this game for the rest of the season. That's where I'm getting to. Literally. I am here at this point, and I want one more achievement, and I want to be done with this season. Never to touch it again. DC'd twice in an instance where there clearly is a shit ton of bots. Literally, there's a reason I took like a week off this game. I took like 2 weeks off that I didn't touch this game. Like, I literally logged back in. I missed the end of the Berserk event, buy a day. Fucking chink butt. Or fucking PlayStation dick right here, dude. One of the fucking two. Some console trash player right there. You ask how I know these things. Desync. Like, there should not be this much desync on a fucking server. Like, no one wants to ever talk about the bot problem. Nobody. Nobody ever talks about the bot problem. The bot problem in this game has been an issue. Likelihood you see a player moving at the Mach speed of fucking light, it's a bot. You see a bot with a fucking macro, it's a bot. If you see a player spamming 80,000 fucking attacks, that's a macro and that's a bot. I play Spiritborn. I can tell a fast Spiritborn versus a bullshit Spiritborn. That is a bullshit Spiritborn. Do you see how he's moving? That's a fucking bot. Or someone with the world's worst internet connection. So literally, that entire loot master just got fucked up because of a disconnect. I can't go anywhere near a world boss without the game dying. I can't go anywhere near a Helltide, apparently, without disconnecting. Good. Pardon the rage, but dude, as I said, I have played this every season, maxed the season, gotten to tier 300, gotten to 300 Paragon before, gotten there, gotten to 150. And this is just ridiculous at this point. The only way Loot Master is going to work, and then I suddenly disconnect when two Cataclysm Druids, which are clearly bots, running around me, fucking do it. Suddenly, going back into something I direly hate, I've never actually wanted to go play another game that badly. I don't. This is legitly me been mad. I am irritated. Like, I'm a step right below on this scale of where I flat uninstall the fucking game and I don't come back to it. I give games like this one season. When I'm usually done with the season, I give it about a 2-week break and I might come back to it. Or I fuck off and I log out till next season. And this game just hit it. It hit the first sign of it. And I know this season is going to go 45 days. Like, I know this season's going to go 45 days. And there's no idea. They're going to have some bullshit excuse by the fucking end why they have to recorrect it. The season isn't going to launch on time. I've taken like 2 weeks off from this damn blasted game. Come back to have nothing but a server full of Chinese chink bots running bot farms. They have fucked over the economy that Blizzard knows exists. I should not be selling Grand Emeralds for $3 billion. You heard that. $3 billion. Elixirs should not be $1 billion. I swear, folks. I don't know what's up with this game. Prices are unreal. The amount of gold duplication this season is at its max. It is the worst I've seen in a damn 3-4 seasons. Honestly, I do not know why I play this game anymore. And I really honestly don't. Like, it's to the point that I want to play. It's like the weird point. Like, I still enjoy this game to a degree with its build variety that you can do. But then there's this minor part that you hit. None of the streamers talk about it. None of the people who talk to the devs talk about it. The devs don't know how to program their own goddamn game. Battle.net servers are already bad as is. They're already bad. Six one, half a dozen together. We're putting in time only to get nothing back. To get nothing. Look, I'm about, honestly, between this. Like, okay, technically Division 2 is just going to be chores. Like, there's no events. There's nothing that's going to keep me there for a couple of weeks. I'll probably not revisit that for another 6 weeks. Maybe 5. I'll log in to maintain my clan leadership, but I'll be fucking out of that game for about minutes. Because it bores the living shit out of me. I mean, this season has nothing to offer. Over there. I mean, I need to level up the season of stuff over there. As much as I despise other games I play, something like this should not make me hate the game enough to actually go and complete Genshin. Or something I despise. If I kicked a game like this out of my pantheon of games, That's how bad it is. No, it's pretty much simple disconnect, go back, and do it again. But here's the thing, I gotta wait till another hell time. And again, I have nothing left to achieve in this game except finish out the story. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's legit it. This doesn't keep a play cycle though. The quiet part out loud, none of the devs or the streamers I've seen talk about it. They're either talking about it. Drives me insane. Wasted time. I despise wasted time. Okay? Wasted time. Like, seriously. Nothing gets me to drop a game quicker is wasted time. Wasted time versus reward. Honestly, if I want to play a game with bad servers, I'll go play Destiny again. I shit you fuck not. And apparently they're about to gut their damn game again, by the way, their armor system. Let that be known. They're about to gut their system over there again, and I am so glad I'm out of like Destiny's cycle loop. Cause the hopium and the copium people are really weird over there. The copium and the hopium. There are still people who play Destiny 2 who feel like I think okay. What was it? Dark Royalty had it said it best a long time ago. Everyone believes a game like that is one patch away. Just one away. One away. See, this works in theory when you have minor stuff you need to patch. Like, this stuff here is minor. Okay? Literally minor. Compared to a lot of other items. Destiny just needs a whole fucking system replacement. They're about to do tier armor systems. Part of what I hated when I played that game was, okay, I gotta redo my armor every other season, expansion, or season? Like, when you redo an armor overhaul, you are basically making players regrind. Now, realistically, is that going... But last I saw from Destiny players is they were saying the game was dead. Right, but Astacross and others have nothing going on with their channels. Bife is his whole identity is still tied to Destiny. I think Marlon is the only one that I have seen. He's still doing lore videos, but he's not invested in it. Which is fucking tits. It amazes me some of the YouTubers I still see over the years that are still, like, I think inside to play that game. Then some people say it's the same about Division 2. Division 2 cycle at least maintains itself. There's like a thing in like Division's like life cycle that it isn't so totally bad that you want to drop the game. But again, they don't do major nerfs to the player base as much as I say Destiny does. Destiny devs actively cut their players off at the knees constantly. If not, yeah, I'm getting near players. My ping just shot through the roof. I want. Yeah, this game's about to disappear, dude. Look, this is a multi-boxer or bots. When I talk about multi-boxing, this is multi-boxers. You see the way they move? They're not players. We know it. They're all necros. Notice when one of them moves, they all move. Jeez. And then when they go away, the lag goes away. Someone just noticed the same thing I noticed. Okay, so the one in the green was not a bot. Literally. That is a bot farm. No one, if you do not believe me, multi-boxers and bots are in this game. This startlingly reminds me, it's about... So the bot problem has been around a while. Like, my latency is not that bad. But my latency when I'm around them goes to about 100. Those were literally all bot. This is the inherent problem where it's easy to program a bot to farm. Like Twitter bot farms exist, so they do here. So I gotta go close a closet fucking door and go kill a cat. Basically, that the cat got bored and opened a closet fucking door. Yes. Plus, I need to like just walk away. And this zone still hasn't refreshed. That bad. I don't. If you're starting to see players have never seen this before, that's bad. Yeah. I may need to restart my net too. Hold on a sec. Is it alive? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it better or is it just worse? Does not seem like it's much better. The only other thing is going to be restarting. Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna restart my router. This is gonna be great. Be a little bit of an interruption. Be a second. So router. Oh fuck. All right. Nope. Internet hasn't changed. Broadcast. No. I figure out what caused that. I'm trying to check something too because see combination is bad. See, here's an issue, and I'm fine. See, BattleNet servers are not very stable when you have a lot of bots on them. So it's either something inherently in the background, which it could be one of anything, which does happen more often than I care to like, actually. because there's no Windows update, nothing. Well, technically, there's always something, but nothing major, I should say. Nothing major updates ever, at least this time of month. This time of month, nothing ever updates. So that's not to blame. And Battle.net has like 3 or 4 to 15x verification systems in it. By the way, it amazes me, by the way, how bot farms, for the record, work in that game. I've always wondered how they actually work. Because if the amount of sheer verification we go through to just get into the game is enough to approximately really. So as I said, I just have to check it. Because it's hard to play when you. It's really hard to play when you have, like, that kind of. Like, if it's a server instability. Now, traditionally, if it's ever on your end, you have to go in and clean out all its temp files. Now, you can always tell if Diablo 4 is being a pile of shit traditionally by how many Fenris debugs you have. Now, I would like to actually know why my game breaks every time I'm fucking near a Cataclysm Druid. Or. See, like, you can always, when I say we're near bots. Yeah, so there's 3 Fenris debugs. Huh. Yeah. So that was 3 Fenris debug reports. I think I about nearly fucked up my mouse wheel. That was not good. I mean, technically replacing a mouse. This mouse has been on its way out for a good chunking while for a bit. So you have to check all the background to make sure it works. And I mean, granted, if everything is updates, sure, but that's not going to disconnect me. Now, Battle.net's usually authentications are. Now, I will say, connections to Diablo services has always been kind of a pain in its own right, due to the fact that they have a very common bug that occurs that actually. So the idea. So it goes along with either the authentication or the connection you're supposed to have to the server. Now, it's a hit or miss. Usually it will happen to me once in a while. I'll do something and the game refuses to caches your character's data, which that is an error that you have to restart not just the game, you have to restart your client.
And that's if it works and lets you back in. But that wasn't the error. The error was a server capacity load. Now, a lot of what I suspect is the annual tradition of every time. It's real easy. Now, the problem is you're going to see a lot with the bot farms is okay, it's like Twitter bot farms, but a little more complicated. You rig a bunch of shit to dummy E machines. You give them each a copy of the game or a code. And they log in. Which, now, you think. I mean, it's kind of like if you've ever seen a ESO, but EVE Online is an example, right? EVE Online has a Chinese bot problem where the bots are programmed to mine an area. They're programmed to mine, or the macros are set up. As soon as they attack, all the ships warp out of the system, right? See, because theoretically, gold farming or selling stuff online is illegal in China. But they do it as a means to make income. That's the dark secret of gold farming people never tell people. Sometimes it's worth more than their actual currency. So, let's say a Venezuelan peso or whatever they use is worthless. Gold in currency like WoW or here or some other game is actually worth more than their real money. I mean, the Russians picked up on it a long time ago. Lost Ark had a bot problem too for the longest time. So, give or take. That's kind of the strange thing. It's going to have that issue. Now, traditionally, if you're ever near as I said, if you're ever near you have the unfortunate thing of being near a multi-boxer or a bot farm person, it's usually the most unpleasant experience I've ever had. It makes me think my computer is having massive seizures for some unknown reason. Like something is off in this area. Physically, I can just tell you right now. That load zone should not be that way. As a record. Is there a goblin there? Maybe. Weird. It'd be funny if there was a goblin there. Might have been. There might have actually been a treasure goblin in that mess. Or a gem goblin, I think. So the one that I did, it didn't count, and it just poofed it. Which I guess it desynced it, and it didn't give me credit for it, even though I did it. I have no earthly clue. Like, that is definitely an authentication side issue. Like, that's an input and an authentication issue. That's, and to be honest, that's a massive issue. The authentication problem is there. And see, Battle.net thinks they're going to be slicker about it, but bear in mind, WoW has bots in it too. Most anything attached to a Battle.net or Blizzard game does. Now, while they have actually shut off most access for IRL trade, as one could say, you think they did. Of course, the joke's on all of us if you really think they did. I can prove otherwise. I'm about to break my phone, dude. Oh, no. That's stupid. This is a rare one. Hatred's Embrace. See, sync errors are nothing new to the game, but they do exist. Now, that's actually why games like Path have issues. Path have the server load issues as well. Like, they'll easily you see it. These servers are not acting correct. They are not. So you have largely a lot of Russians and a lot of Chinese people who just Koreans, yeah, like half the builds you see, yeah, they're like, oh, we're doing that. And it's so bad with the alt character creation that they're just getting resplendent sparks and just duplicating runes so they have god rolled mythics. That's actually partly why the rune economy is total dog shit right now. Like the rune economy is, I put beyond dog shit. Like, I have, as I said, I have never seen the rune economy this bad before. Like, the rune economy, like, the gem economy is bad now, too, because obvious reasons. As I had mentioned before, people are creating characters, selling it, and they get the boosts, or they get the thing, they get the sparks. Now, hypothetically, that's not the end of the world. But the worst part about it is something's been up. I logged on the other day, it wasn't this bad. I literally logged on the other day and it was just not even like this. I have no idea why. I just popped in here like nothing happened and no, and I can tell you As I said, I should not be selling grand emeralds for 3 billion. That's unreal. I'm sorry. That's ludicrous. Look, if people want to pay that, that's fine. You pay whatever bills I need. Whatever bills I ultimately need. The fun fact is a lot of gear is cheaper this season except for 3 or 4 GAs, which, depending on items, obviously. Belial materials, pay. So, 6 one, half a dozen the other. I. How the fuck did you not dive right there? And by the way, it's easy to have bots that will just farm. It's something it's not, it's no, it's like, it's, I mean, hell, most social media companies have figured that shit out for the longest time. Oh, good God. I don't want to even ask what that was. Like, I don't even want to know what that shit was. That just happened. That was literally Belial ate a massive blood wave, and the server didn't register he was dead. Like, that's ridiculous. A server literally goes and says, like, the damn thing's not dead. Oh, I forgot I need to. Oh my god, what is this area? If I have an 84 ping latency to a server, I would call my ISP, tell them to check my damn internet, and never otherwise do. I'm just saying that right now. Like, I literally would. If my ping was this damn bad in any other game, I probably would not be. You need to take the servers offline at that rate. Like, you need to just kill the server, do an emergency maintenance, or you need to just call your ISP and ask them what the fuck happened. For God's sakes, I pay for a gigabit. Okay? My internet is $84 a month for what it is. That should. Yeah. That's. Have fun considering that one. Like, wrap your head around that. I should have 0 issues when it comes to either gaming, streaming, anything I want. And I only have one device connected to the internet at all times. Yet, and the key is yet, this these servers act like they oh fuck, I don't have time for this one. Hey, yeah. Game's starting to give me, like, the game's starting to do too much desync. Oh, yeah, nah. This is not. Their game servers need to come down for, like, they need to take it down and actually fix this. The trick is they're either being DDoSed or it's either A, DDoSing, or B, too many fucking bots logged into the server at once. And I'm sure Eternal or the other one is not much better. I can pretty much say that. It would be much better. That desync. There is a internal server desync. That is not a really, really good one. I might just go put the Indras together right now. We should have a little time. But Indras works very similar to the build I'm using now. Extremely similar. Except it's slightly different. Take the shadow out of the equation and then you add in bone. Wow, a vampire by 96. You want to talk an expensive item? That is an expensive item. But is that an 85% title? Like an 85% title? I mean, fuck, that's a 85% title. That is almost, what, an 80% version of one? Which is, sounds weird, but that's actually a hell of a high one. See, there's my luck in the game. My luck, I don't get mythics. Yeah. I get everything else. I'm gonna go get my thing out of the microwave. Hello. I know, you're hungry, and you're gonna follow me to the kitchen, and it's not gonna work the same. sure I save this build though. I have to make sure I save the build though. Indra's. See, what Indra's works fundamentally the same as Kissime's. Indira's, or I should say Indira's, I've always had my eye on since. See, Indira's and that popped into the same season. Now, the problem is Bone Spear wasn't strong enough. Actually, that's the problem. Bone Spear wasn't good enough. Well, I should say probably not. Ish. It's a minor adjustment. It really is a minor adjustment in my build, but I need to remember to save my builds because I don't like redoing them. I have to reset my paragons and all that other stuff too.